This is the new DJI Osmo Action 3, the 4K 120 10-bit D-Cine-like amazing stabilization, better color science than GoPro camera from DJI with a quick release system that's really fun and a selfie screen. Right now I'm using the DJI Action 3 in the mode that I find most interesting. The front-facing selfie screen off to the left of the lens is what made me attracted to the original Action camera. And they've iterated on that even more with vertical shooting modes and amazing stabilization. As you can see, I'm hand holding this using the rock steady mode and it looks almost like I'm on a gimbal. But where the stabilization gets even better is with the horizon leveling mode, which we put to the test at a go-kart racing place. So I want to show you real quick what horizon leveling looks like. I have it turned off right now, and as you can see, everything is nice and smooth when I move my head around, but when I turn my head to the right and to the left, it moves with my head, which is usually what you want. But in this case, I would love to have some nice, smooth, gimbal-like motion as I'm driving. So I'm gonna actually turn on the new horizon balancing feature, which does crop in a bit. But as you can see, when I move my head back and forth now, it keeps the horizon super level. So I think this will be perfect for what I'm trying to do here. It does crop in a bit, but it looks really good. So that's what I'm gonna use today. Yeah, got my dance moves on. I'm ready to go, baby. Daniel Ricciardo coming at you. You can see how shaky the footage actually is with the old GoPro and how smooth and amazing and gimbal-like the horizon steady feature is on the new Osmo. That being said, I was a little disappointed with the noise performance on the Osmo. We cleaned it up a little bit in DaVinci Resolve using noise reduction. If you're shooting in D-Cine-like indoors, I would highly recommend just being aware of that and using noise reduction to clean it up in post. Woo! In order for horizon leveling to be accurate, you need to have proper horizon calibration. So the camera does have a horizon calibration feature. You just put the camera on a flat surface, hit calibrate, and it just goes blip, and it finds your horizon. I wouldn't recommend doing this on a roller coaster or an airplane, but these unlevel bricks are pretty good for me. Do I look like a tourist? This camera can shoot all the way up to 4K 120. So I'm gonna switch over to 4K 120, keep my stabilization on. Unfortunately, horizon leveling does turn off when you go into 4K 120 mode. So I'm gonna switch to rock steady, hit record, 4K 120. You gotta move fast to make it look cinematic, so watch this. One new feature of the Osmo Action I couldn't test in my first look is the cold resistance. DJI is claiming that this is one of the most cold resistant action cameras on the market, with the ability to shoot at -4 degrees and last up to 150 minutes on one battery. Cool! Pun intended. I forgot to mention too, the camera is able to dive down to 16 meters of water even without a waterproof case, which is deep enough for most circumstances. It's great that both DJI and GoPro can now do this without those old clunky cases. Is it in focus right now?
I don't know, can you check my feet?
Right about there. Blurry. Both screens are now touchscreen. The back and main screen is big and vivid, and the front screen now has a touchscreen. The older one didn't have touch, so now you can actually adjust the settings using that front-facing touchscreen. Can you tell I'm looking at the screen and not the lens? Screen, lens, screen, lens, screen, lens, screen, lens. Oh, my eyes. This is 4K 30, standard with no color profile, just straight out of camera. 2.7K, 30 frames per second, straight out of camera. 1080p, 30 frames per second, straight out of camera. This is 4K ultra wide with no stabilization. This is a comfortable arm's length on my Starbucks cup. Now this is ultra wide with stabilization turned on, rock steady. I was in ultra wide mode, arm's length have not moved at all, and I switched to horizon leveling mode with the stabilization, and it switched my field of view to standard. So you're able to shoot in this really, in my opinion, the best mode. I think it looks the best. It looks just like a proper wide angle. It's not super distorted. And this is a comfortable arm's length if I were to vlog, and I'll go ahead and pick it up. This is with horizon leveling. You can see I'm actually rotating the camera back and forth and it's staying completely level. This is all with software in the camera. This is nothing I'm doing in post. And then this is me vlogging, just like a standard vlogger. I do have a lavalier microphone, but this is what the audio sounds like coming out of the Action 3. Granted, we're in a really noisy environment. We've got the waterfalls, so I'll switch back to the lav now. And there you go. That's my really nice Sanken mic lavalier. And there's Malachi behind me. Everybody check out Malachi on Instagram or YouTube, Vlog City Moto Vlogger. Just a nice shot of us, just skin tones. 4K 30, standard picture profile.
Very like 90s video.
This is the D-Cine-like profile. We're in 8-bit, unfortunately, because the firmware that I was given is a pre-release firmware, and this is a pre-release unit. But this is what the profile looks like. It's the same as on other DJI drones, but it is only 8-bit at the moment. D-Cine-like is what it looks like. And here's what it looks like graded. Look at those nice crushed blacks, saturated skin tones, smooth highlight roll-off, a raw photo. So we can do 8x slow-mo, which is pretty nice. Only in 1080p. You can see that nice slow waterfall. I'll do a jowl for you. Ah, my head. Now I'd say one of the biggest hardware additions that the Action 3 has is this amazing new mounting system. There's magnets down here and there's magnets down here, and you actually can't do it reverse. You can only clip it on one way because the way magnets work, I don't know, north and south pole, something like that. But basically it tells you exactly through magnets where to place it. Now obviously this is not like going to hold the thing, it'll just fall off, but there's these little teeth here. Once the magnet helps guide it into place, you just open the teeth and you kind of listen for a click. And that's the only way I've been able to feel safe about it, is I kind of jangle it a bit and I hear the 2 clicks, and that's when I know it's rock solid and it's on there. The thing that's great about this is that you can have it built into the camera like this. It's built in, you don't need to have a case on it, but you can also use the case that comes with it and do a vertical shooting mode with it. So you can actually shoot vertically, mount it like this with the case, with the selfie stick, and shoot your TikToks and Instagram Reels and all that garbage. But it's pretty cool that it's built in like that. And by the way, while we're on the topic of vertical shooting, it does have the ability to detect when you're shooting vertical. So all the menus and everything rotate to the proper orientation, 90 degrees, when you're shooting vertical. And the footage comes into your computer as vertical, so you don't have to switch it anymore. I wish every camera did this. Cameras have been doing this for a long time with photos. If you ever notice, like even the 5D Mark II, if you took a vertical picture, it knows that it's vertical. I don't know why they never did that with video, but now we're starting to see that with a lot of cameras. Welcome addition here with the Action 3. I'd say one of my favorite features with the new Action 3, which I'm sure I'm not alone in if you've watched all these other YouTubers talk about it, is this amazing battery case. And I love that they've included 3 with the kit that I have here. This is one of the full kits that comes with extra batteries, with a little handle mount and stuff like that. I love that it comes with 3 because no matter how advanced these cameras get, they just seem to continuously drain battery. The new GoPro, the previous action camera from DJI, it's just strange. It's like, they're tiny little sensors. The iPhone has so much battery life. What's going on here? Why is the battery so bad on these? I've been using this just today and it's got like 20% left, and I've been turning it on and off a lot. I could imagine if you're actually out in the heat on a dune buggy doing crazy stuff, it's gonna drain the battery pretty quick. Should you get it? Well, if you're in the market for an action camera, you don't own anything at all, then yeah, this is the best one to get, I think. It's even better than the GoPro in a lot of ways. But if you're a GoPro 10 owner, or even an Action 2, or even an original Action 1 owner, some of these features that stand out, like the battery case, like the built-in clip, the vertical shooting modes, and the enhanced horizon leveling feature, if those things stand out to you as like, wow, I have to have that, then go for it. But at the end of the day, this camera does still kind of look like a GoPro, and it kind of still looks the same as the original Action. And for the people who use these cameras, 10-bit isn't maybe that important to you. It may be something that you just use to film your kids or go on an occasional action adventure ski trip. And by the way, this does have invisible selfie stick mode for skiers, but we don't have any skiing here. I think for the price, $350 for the base unit and a little bit more for the extra kit. I think it's a good price point. It stays in line with the GoPros. And in my opinion, I would probably go with this over the GoPro. This built-in screen is really nice on the side here, the selfie screen. I love the features of this with the built-in grips and especially that battery case. I love it. So if you're in the market for this and you know who you are, this is a great unit. Check out the Action Camera 3, links down below. And by the way, if you haven't noticed, this is a first video on this new channel, Dave Mays Reviews. I have 2 channels now, Dave Mays, the main channel, and this one, Dave Mays, the review channel. So I will not be posting any more reviews on my main channel. This is where I'll be posting all my reviews. I'll be more consistent here. I'll I'll be posting bigger, more interesting filmmaking based content on my main channel. So check it out. Once again, I'm Dave Mays. That's Malachi Salee. And we'll see you next time.
Subscribe.
Who needs a gimbal? Rock steady. Ow.